aware of it, but you don't require, the coins to be certified or slabbed, right? And so you'll bring coins and currency to market. You'll help the consignor decide which coins in the collection, might be worth certifying, which ones aren't, what the thinking is behind that policy. How do you make that call? Because we hear a lot of folks that would like to sell coins, but they aren't in slabbed. And so you're one of the few, I think, that do that, which is great, right?
Yes, yes. And a lot of it comes down to the coin itself. A lot of companies require things to be certified before they'll list or sell them. And in a lot of cases, if people invest in that certification process, they may not recover their costs in doing so. And we really try to weigh that in looking at the material. And if it's a piece that's of great rarity and it's definitely in a condition range where it's critical to get that coin certified, I would most definitely recommend it. If it's going to add value to the coin, I would most certainly recommend it. If it's going to alleviate anyone's thoughts or concerns that the coin may not be genuine or that the coin may have altered surfaces or something of that nature, I recommend certifying it. And there are other times that the coin has been cleaned years ago, but it's still a desirable coin. If you send it in to get it certified, they're going to put it in a very derogatory holder that may negatively impact the price of the coin when it sells at auction. And we don't hide the fact that the coin's been cleaned, but I also like to play up to positive attributes of the piece. If it's retoned naturally over years and it's very attractive, that coin sometimes brings more than certified ones do in our sales. We have people that will routinely kind of gamble on getting a coin into a holder, even though it's been cleaned, or if it has a problem, they still think, there's a shot at doing that. And that benefits both buyer and seller on occasions. We try and achieve a medium or middle ground where we're helping both the consigner and the bidders to have kind of an open playing field where they're not disadvantaged either way. The consigners aren't spending money that they don't have to on certain coins. And a lot of times now, the value range is critical to what goes in for certification or doesn't. The shipping rates are much higher than they used to be to insure those pieces, to get them back in a timely manner so you can get them sold in an auction sale. It may delay the auction of the material greatly if you're having a number of pieces certified, especially if they're very unusual or rare, or they have extenuating descriptions or varieties that you want to have attributed on the slab. That can take longer, obviously, than just a conventional piece with a conventional straight grade. So we try and look at every coin individually. We really do. We try to maximize those items for our consignor without them having to pay additional fees or costs when they don't need to. That's really the focus of our review of the collection before we recognize pieces that could or should be certified. And the same way with ones that may rest in a holder that's marked as a details coin. We may say that might be beneficial to remove that coin from that holder and sell it uncertified, because the coin is really a nice coin and it could grade differently on a different submission. But do you want to spend another one or two submission fees to send it in along with the postage and insurance? You may get bidders that speculate on that and pay more than they would ever pay for the coin in a holder. And it's happened many times at auctions. So
Yeah. Good point.